Hey, Kevin here, and just wanted to give you a little update on what's going on in the beach house. We're working on the shower. We're getting it started anyway, and it's a multiple stage process. We're gonna tile this all in, and I'm standing in the shower pan right now. What we did was we made the floor, the shower part of the floor, so we sunk the floor down about 3 inches and just poured the cement right out in here, and you can kind of see the lip of the cement right here. That's how thick the slab is I'm standing on. And so what we did was, you can see the stub out. How's that showing up on the camera here? I'll get a little light. So you can see the stub out for the drain right there. I've cut off a piece of it already. We had that just sticking out about this far, and I had to dig a bunch of dirt out so that I could drop this P-trap down in here and connect that on. And then I'm centering that in the middle of the floor here. Figured out where my center was. I went halfway this way and halfway this way, and it put me right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this riser to this drain flange right here. So I'm going to set the light down here for a second. This is a 2-inch shower drain for a bath shower floor. It's got a bunch of pieces to it, but this is adjustable, so you can set this down low, and you can adjust this up and down to wherever your height is of your finished floor, so that you're flush or a little bit below is where I want to be, is a little bit below the actual, because there's going to be tile here, so we're going to build this up probably about 5/8 of an inch or so. And so I had to make a determination on how high this needed to be so that I could set all of this business, which is about 2.5 or 2 3/4 inches right here, up. And it's not going to set flush. There goes my flashlight. It's not going to set flush just yet, because there's 3/4 inch of a lip right here for the pipe to come inside to on both fittings. And so until I get glue on here, that will not seat all the way in, so it's just going to be sitting a little high, but I'm just kind of illustrating for you what that's going to look like. So it'll just sit down here flush with the cement, or maybe a little bit below. And so we've already sloped the floor to drain from the edges down to this point. So when the water hits, it's all going to run this way from any direction. And then what I'm going to do is, once I get this all glued together, I'm going to throw cement or some sand back in here, back up to the level of this concrete, the bottom of it right here. So we got about 3 inches of cement right here. And then I'm going to pour cement on top of that and encase this pipe in the cement so that it's right up to the lip of the drain. And then when we bring our tile in, get a little piece here, it's going to come right up here like this, probably a little bit above it, and the water will run right over here to our drain. So that's the idea. So we're getting a little bit of stages. So the first stage is getting all this plumbing roughed in here and set, and then we're going to fill that back up, and then we're going to pour our cement and let that dry. It's got to dry and cure out in here. And then the next thing we have to do is, cement is not waterproof, and what we want to do is put a waterproof membrane on here, and what we're going to use is a paintable membrane. I'll take you outside and let you see that. Next, and this is what I'm going to use. This is what was recommended to me. It's called Red Guard. It's a waterproof membrane that's paintable. So we're just going to paint that on. And we have a 3x5 shower floor, so this is about a gallon, I think. Is that what that? Yeah, so 1 gallon will be more than enough to do that. I'm going to paint that up the sides a little bit. And then once that dries and cures out, then we'll start putting the hardy board on the walls, which is what this business is. This is a 1/2-inch cement board. Somebody calls it, it's called Wonder Board. That's the trade name for this particular, or hardy board, whatever. It's another trade name, but it's a cement backer board. And we'll nail this or screw this onto the walls inside the shower area, and then we'll attach the tile to this with the thin set mortar here. And so that's what the next thing is going to be, is to get all the board up and cut to fit. There's 9 sheets here. They're 3x5, so we're going to be cutting those down. You just score them with a razor knife, just like sheetrock, and crack them. They actually have like a cement with like a fiberglass netting holding it all together, and so it's pretty durable. And then we'll mix up batches of this thin set mortar here, Flex Bond, and use that, trowel it on with a notched tooth, and then we can attach the tiles to it, and then when we get done we'll grout and it'll all be nice and pretty. So I'll take you back in and we'll show you the tile we chose. And we went for big, so the floor tile is these, and these are 12x12s if I remember right, and they're little squares and they're attached to a net back, so they're all stuck to that. So we just lay these in here in the mortar bed, and then later we'll grout around all the seams around all the little tiles. But these are 2-inch tiles. I think they're 2-inch by 2-inch. And then our wall tiles are going to be these. These are 18-inch tiles, and so they'll cover really fast. And we like this color. We like the way it went. We were looking at this one and we didn't care for that after we got it looked at. So this is going to be our wall tile over here. And so those are nice big fat tiles. They're going to cover quick and look nice, I think. And so
there's also a better price to do them, the bigger ones.
Yeah, so we're saving, some money on that too. We chose based on, our aesthetic and colors plus our budget, and so we wanted to stay within a budget of what we wanted to do in here. So we'll be tiling all the way to the ceiling, and then we'll trim it out, and we'll be using our shower. Should take us week, maybe, hope, to get all that done. Once that gets done, then we can install the toilet, and we got a functioning bathroom. We got to put in our vanity still, but at least we can use the toilet and the shower, and we have
out of the RV.
Yeah, out of the RV by that point. We'll hook up our sewer outside, hook up our water, and we'll be all set. So just wanted to give you a little update. We're working on that. We're kind of got a little bit of a multiple project thing going because we still got some trim that we're going to work on, and I'm installing a temporary kitchen. Should we show them the kitchen cabinet stuff that you're looking at?
Sure. Okay,
we'll show you that. So bonus footage. We got a hold of this cabinetry. This is oak cabinetry, hard face oak. And the counter and the sink we're going to get rid of. And then Anissa wanted to do a project she found on Pinterest, of course. YouTube. Pinterest and YouTube. And so she's going to refinish these to get a different look. She doesn't like the oak, so she wants to do something. And they have these finishing kits. So we'll talk more about this in a video of its own, but I just thought I'd show you that.
Tell if I'm doing it.
Yeah, and so we're gonna use used cabinets. That's the bottom line. So we're saving a lot of money. It was about $2,500 or so to put in all new cabinetry in the kitchen for what we wanted to do. We realized we had these available to us, and we're going to need some more of them. But these particular cabinets are real common, and there's lots of them out there. And we looked on Craigslist, and she found a bunch of where people were remodeling and updating to put in newer cabinets, and they were all some cases they were giving them away, or they were giving them selling for very nominal amounts of money, and these are very common faces and style of cabinetry, so there's a lot of them out there, which is nice.
And it'll cost me about $100 for the materials, and then probably 2 days, maybe 3 of my time to do it.
Yeah, so she's gonna do a different color scheme on these. That'll come out real neat looking. And anyway, we're going to save ourselves a ton of money. I'm going to guesstimate we'll be in the whole thing for what, maybe $1,000?
Oh no!
With the sink and the counters.
Counter and everything.
So we're going to save more than
$2,500 just for our cabinets without counter and sink.
Right. So we're going to save more than half on the process. So, and we like the idea of reusing some cabinetry rather than just buying new. And so we were really very torn between, you know, what we wanted to do in the kitchen. We didn't want to just go out and buy a bunch of cabinets like everybody else does, and so we thought it'd be really cool if we could reuse cabinets. We thought about building our own, we thought about doing some different types of things, and we wound up settling on this, so I think this is a good idea and it's going to be a good value for us, so stay tuned for that project. And so we're going to be working on the bathroom next, and then we'll be working on the kitchen after that, but we do have we'll have a functioning kitchen of sorts. We'll be kind of camping in, if you will. We do have an older refrigerator that we put in, and we're going to have a sink, a temporary sink in there, and a counter so we can do some cooking. So we'll be moving in the house, we're sleeping in there now, so we're just kind of working our way in and building as we go. So I'll give you an update on that, and I'll see you on the next video.